the game of life.
Earwig and The Witch is worse than Cars 2.
What?
Every wrong decision that could possibly have been made during the production of this movie was made. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The animation. After so many stunning hand-drawn features, Ghibli finally made the jump into the realm of 3D animation, and yeah, it looks hideous. It looks worse than Toy Story, the first computer-animated film ever made in 1995. There's like one or two cool moments with the visuals, and the expressions are occasionally good at least, but for the most part, this is pure garbage. The character models, the environments, the textures, it all just looks like shit. But that's just the tip of the iceberg here. As an added bonus, the two main characters in this movie are horrendously unlikable, and they remain that way for the entire duration of the film. Earwig starts the film off as a spoiled brat who manipulates people in order to get what she wants all the time, and she ends the film off as a spoiled brat who manipulates people in order to get what she wants all the time. She learns absolutely nothing. She's the same unlikable and irritating twat throughout the entire film's runtime. She butts heads with this witch lady who treats her like garbage all the time and never shows an ounce of kindness until the very end, which, oh boy, we will get to. 95% of the movie, we just see her rudely ordering her new adopted daughter around. And yet, you're not rooting for Earwig to get back at her because Earwig is so insufferable. But you're not rooting for the witch lady either because she's a huge bitch. This movie is actual hell. I guess the Mandrake is okay and potentially interesting, but the movie doesn't ever feel like focusing on him that much, so f*** me, I guess. Another really cool, just super awesome thing about this movie is that it's the only Ghibli film I would describe as derivative. And that's too kind of a word to use. This shit is like if they took a greatest hits medley of previous Ghibli films and then ran it over with their car. Enjoy. There's a talking cat companion and witches because remember Kiki's delivery service? There's a young girl forced to work extremely hard for a mean old boss lady cause don't you love Spirited Away? Oh look, they gotta make breakfast and have breakfast together and bond as a family and the demons help with their breakfast. Because yes, I also watched Howl's Moving Castle. While this guy's a writer, I guess we needed a dash of Whisper of the Heart too. Sure, why not? Throughout this entire Ghibli ranking, I never once felt like any of their films were copying their previous ones until we got to this dumpster fire. At least Cars 2 didn't blatantly copy what came before it. At least it had good looking animation. At least it actually finished its story. This movie abruptly ends out of nowhere, with none of the character conflicts actually resolved. Earwig successfully kerpranks the witch lady and gets both her and the Mandrake absolutely furious at her with only 20 minutes left in the movie. She then goes into the Mandrake's private quarters without permission, finds out they were in a band with her mom, and now the Mandrake suddenly likes her. And so does the witch, who literally has not said a kind thing to her once throughout this entire movie. Suddenly, in the last 10 minutes of the film, it's a happily ever after now. 6 months pass and they all suddenly love each other for some reason, and everyone in the house is a slave to the spoiled brat Earwig, and her mom suddenly comes back with no explanation as to where she was or why she came back at all. Isn't that great? Fuck this movie. Its few likable elements have been done before in much better Ghibli movies. Its characters are horrendously unlikable. Its animation is insanely unpleasant. Its story is objectively unfinished. This is my least favorite animated movie of all time. If I were Goro Miyazaki, I would flee the country at this point. I would literally never be able to look my father in the eyes again. Let's all just pretend this never happened and move on with our lives.